Hi, this is Tamara Rubin, Lead Safe Mama, leadsafemama.com, and today we're testing some things that, we're testing some things that we know we've tested already with the XRF instrument. We know they're positive for a high level of lead, an unsafe level of lead, and in many cases a level of lead that would be illegal, especially if it's an item intended for use by children. This is obviously a bell that's sold for use by children. I believe we submitted a CPSC recall notice, or at least an email to the CPSC about this, and they hadn't recalled it yet. So we need to follow up about that, maybe resubmit that. When we tested this with an XRF instrument, it was 15,600 parts per million lead. The amount of lead that's considered unsafe and illegal in an item intended for use by children is anything more than 90 parts per million lead in the paint, glaze, or coating, and anything over 100 parts per million lead in the substrate. So again, 90 parts per million lead is unsafe, and this was 15,600 parts per million lead. And what we're doing today is we're using the home test kit, the glowing kit, to see if we can demonstrate, in which we have in a couple other videos, that the home test kits don't work on a lot of different types of paints and a lot of different types of objects. They're good for some, and it's just really important that when people are using the home test kit, they know that they're really designed to test for lead in paint. They're not as useful to test for lead in consumer goods, especially high glaze ceramics and plastics and metals. I've noticed that they don't work on most metallic paints or paints on metals, even if that paint is unsafe and illegal. Okay, so we're going to, hold on one second. We're going to turn off the light here. Bring the so, because these work better in the dark. And here you go, Avi's, I'm switching my cameraman. So we're going to shine the light on here. You see this one, you see the light better. Okay. So if there's any little blue specks in the light when you shine it, that's just normal fluorescence. It's like you would have happen with a white t-shirt at a dance club. It turns blue. So when we spray the reactive agent, and I always make sure I've got the spray going in the right direction, and I let it sit for a minute. When we spray the agent, and I will include the link to this product because it is good for testing for some things for lead, but not all consumer goods. If the light lights up bright green, then it's an indicator that it's lead. And here we're seeing no green reaction. And again, this is a bell that is 15,600 parts per million lead in this paint, and it is not fluorescing bright green. So if you can, here you go, turn the light back on. So even though this is high levels of lead, and we've got this, reagent that works to test for lead in paint, it doesn't work on a lot of things. And what I've seen is it doesn't work on plastic. We tested this plastic Tupperware earlier that was positive for over 2,000 parts per million lead. It didn't work on that. It doesn't work on metal. We tested this Hull ceramics glazed cup that was almost 30% lead, or about 30% lead in the glaze, and it didn't test positive with that. So the thing to know is that it does not test positive on all consumer goods, only on some. And so a negative result is not a true negative. If you get a positive result, however, using the reactive agent glowing test kits, then it is a true positive. So I will put the link both to the article about this bell in with the YouTube version of this video, and I'll also put a link to the glowing test kit in case you want to experiment with that at home. And we're going to be sharing a bunch of different videos today showing this kit working or not working on different consumer goods. Thanks for being here. Learn more at leadsafemama.com.